basically just about a free service that the NHS are offering, which I am not over the moon about, but it's more like for me a reflection on how bad it is at the moment with these kids and what they're going through. When you were a kid, when you was like in your teens, I'm not talking about late teens, let's say 16 and before, what were the like naughty thing that kids smoking, right?
Yeah.
Now, what were they smoking?
Fags, isn't it?
Right, okay. Was it everyone doing it? Was everyone doing it, or was it just like a set group?
You know what? I think it depends. I think it depends who you're chilling out with, because the term everyone could be all of your friends group in school.
Yeah.
Could have been smoking. Like, I'll be real with you. I think I might regret saying this, but either way, I got caught smoking when I was in like year 9. Yeah. I got beat up for it bad. Yeah. I'm not going to say who by, but she, who shall not be named.
Oh, right.
Yeah. She whooped my ass for it. Yeah. But that was the thing, innit? I think that's the same thing with vaping now, innit? People, like, the other thing is, all right, cigarettes back then didn't have all the, smoky kills, on the packaging, but now they do, innit? Because they know the type of effects it has on people. Even think about it, man. Throughout the ages, they've cut and put quite a lot of legislation behind cigarettes.
Definitely.
Can't smoke in the car with your kids.
Yep.
All this and that. Even like in rooms, in certain rooms, you can't smoke. It has to be like ventilated. So vaping, like, it makes sense because the way they're trying to target is like they're saying it's colored like bright colors, it's attractive, looks fun, blah 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 blah. You got all these fruity flavors, that taste nice. I don't vape, but yeah. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's never been my thing, but
it's designed to almost be attractive to young people.
Yeah. And then even like with the people I chill out with, they vape and they're always like, oh, what flavor you got here? What flavor you got there? Like, blah. Like, once upon a time, that used to be like shisha or something.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's a portable smoking device. And if you're like young, and let's say you don't know how to smoke like properly and you're inhaling the entire influx of smoke you're taking in, and then let's top it off, let's say it's a asthmatic kid, you're looking for trouble by the time you're an adult, innit?
Yeah, 100%.
You're looking for big trouble.
100%.
They're looking to ban that, I think, in June 2025, I think.
Or just vapes as a whole.
Yeah.
So with
or the disposable vapes.
I think it's any of the disposable ones, not the ones that you can refill.
Yeah.
Do you know the ones that are basically getting bigger and bigger? Like,
oh yeah, the ones that weigh the same as a car battery.
Yeah, it's mad, bro. Like, I've always think to myself, if anyone who vapes their massive one gets into a fight and they launch that at someone's head,
that's
it
mad.
causes some serious damage.
It's like
bro.
a power bank.
Yeah,
some of them come with a built-in charger. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad
because the voltage they use is ridiculous. And I've always said this, like since vaping became an actual thing, I always said to people, I wholeheartedly believe that vape is worse for you than a cigarette. Purely because the chemical aspect of it makes the nicotine go into your bloodstream so much quicker, and it's probably more of a dose of nicotine than a cigarette would give you. I think as well, part of a cigarette is probably the smoke aspect, like the actual like smoke that's generated.
Yeah,
I think that's part of it. Yeah, so vapes replicate that for a reason, isn't it? And then also, of course, it's the flavoring. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think if you vaporize, that's where the word vape comes from, is
vaporizing, yeah.
You're vaporizing
liquid,
a chemical mixture, yeah? And when you're inhaling that into your lungs, it's not like cigarettes where tar lines your lungs. It is a
misty
harsh
vapor,
chemical substance that will stick and deteriorate the walls of your lungs.
So you know what's funny, yeah? I asked this when they first come out to my mates, yeah? I was like, when you smoke, you're smoking the tobacco, which is dry, innit? Right? But when you're vaping, you're basically evaporating in a liquid, and that is what's being inhaled in your lungs, innit? So you're basically telling me there's water vapor in your lungs, and then my question was always, is that water vapor ever gonna just turn into a puddle? Well, I doubt it, but like, obviously...
It's crazy that you say this,
if you look at it in a certain way, in a very objective, basic way, you kind of think that, innit? But vaping itself, like... even like if I go to my corner shop, I've had a couple of times with some random kid, yo, my G, can you buy me a vape? Innit? I got the peas from that. You get me a vape, and I look at him. I'm like, man, fuck off, man. I'm about to go on my run.
When you start,
I'm doing something else.
So all the geezers that are around the corner shops, if a kid asks you that, just rob him for his money, innit? You know what I mean? Like,
I ain't gonna do that.
It's the only way that these kids are gonna learn.
They're gonna start robbing people for vapes. All right, let me ask you another thing then. Yeah,
that's
based on
a
this
nitty move right there.
Let me ask you something based on this here. Do you think before June or near the just before June, right, the price for vapes will go up because they're going to ban it? Or do you reckon it will go cheap as chips to get rid of all the stock they have? Because I personally think, and I ain't trying to snitch or anything, but people are still going to be shotting vapes. People are still going to be selling vapes somewhere, somehow.
If you look at it objectively,
it's like the dumb thing that people do, man. Balloons. Yeah. That to me has always looked like people are hyperventilating.
Do you know what? Yeah? my thoughts on this. my thoughts on this are basically, I think that when something becomes illegal and you're still able to get it, the price goes up.
Yeah.
I think
it's the risk aspect of it.
I think I've even mentioned this to some people. Like, I think whoever is the guy who orders like 10 pallets of vapes, these ones that are going to be banned, just locks them up in storage somewhere, and then just starts selling them once they get banned. That geezer's going to become a bloody millionaire. I'm telling you, like.
I don't know, man. Because you know what that sounds like when COVID happened and everyone rushed for toilet paper.
No.
And then there was one geezer with a shit ton of it.
This is when COVID happened, and it's the first person who started selling masks online.
Fair.
That's what it is. Not the blue masks, the ones that are like nice fabric.
Yeah.
Like, let's think about it.
The non-breathable ones.
All of us, for a little moment during COVID, we were all like, "Oh, bun these blue masks, man. I'm gonna get a nice one." I've still got like a nice camo one and I'd look at it every time I see it. I look at it and I go to myself, the world went mad
over these.
No, just in general, we all lost our minds. People were buying like designer masks. Just deep that.
They probably still do.
There were businesses that were made purely to sell masks. They drop shippers. This is where all this drop shipping stuff came from. Was because people were selling masks online, and they were like, "Oh, this is a great business idea." COVID promoted so many online businesses as well.
Yeah, true.
But with these vapes, I think also a good point to make is just that if you've never smoked cigarettes before, a vape is more addictive than someone who smoked cigarettes and is looking for an alternative. Right, because of the chemical aspect of it, it's way more addictive. Just if you've never been a smoker before, which if you look at the demographic for this article, that will be those kids.
But
those
let me ask you
kids
this
never
then,
smoked before.
If you've never smoked before, what do you reckon prompts them to vape? Is it just the fact everyone else is doing it?
I think it's the
flavour.
It's the flavour. It's definitely the flavour. I think it's the flavour and the feeling.
Yeah, but I don't get it. Like, if you want apple flavour, just go eat an apple.
No. It's not that. It's the you know, people who vape, and for example, people that vape and work from home, they will sit there all day and they will just be chonging a vape.
You know what? That is true. One of our mates, we both know, when I'm playing Call of Duty with him online, he'll be screaming and yelling,
yeah, I know.
"Oh, I'm dying, this guy's killing me."
The second you said screaming and yelling, I knew exactly
he's like, "Oh, I'm dying, I'm getting shot, blah, blah, blah." Then all you hear is,
and
then I'm like, "Are you feeling all right?"
Sounds
and on top
like
of that, they will carry it on even though like right now they're ill. They will still do it. And I'm like, do you not like understand when you need to take a break and maybe taking some fresh oxygen? It might help you change the color of your skin, like give you that vibrancy.
Yeah, but do you know what it is?
Like you're dying.
He was a smoker. And he started vaping, stopped smoking. And
but now he does both.
Now he does both. Like a lot of people.
Hybrid train.
They do both. And I say, like, you're just doubling your nicotine.
Yeah, basically.
Like, congratulations, you're more addicted than you were before. So I think we all know now, vapes are just not effective. They were brought in initially to stop people from smoking. I think the first vapes in the country were the NHS offering them to smokers to get them off smoker cigarettes. So,
that went great.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So it didn't work. But with this program here, it's going to be launched in Slough. And I can't believe that I'm even reading this. It's a judgment-free support from trained advisors. It's a 6 to 12 week program, and it's designed by Health and Wellbeing Slough on behalf of Slough Borough Council. Right? If there are any little nitties watching, you little golems, who are just sitting there itching for a vape. You can go talk to your school.
Talk to Frank.
No, do you remember that?
Talk to Frank.
Talk to Frank, you little nitties. You can go speak to your school nurse and let her know that you need help. And by law, she has to help you out with this. So if you want to
what can they do though?
If you want to quit vaping, I guess they're going to get you on a less addictive form of vaping. Someone said that to me. They're like, "Oh yeah, if you want to quit smoking, just do." It's the same thing.
Yeah, you're just finding a replacement.
Anything that has nicotine in it is going to be addictive. Yeah. So the best thing you can do is cold turkey it. And if you're going to sit in a room and shiver and be like, "Oh, I need one," well, guess what? You was probably a nitty to begin with, then, weren't you? Yeah, so it's probably a good thing that you're going through this. But yeah, that's all that I have to say about that. Have you got anything left to say about these?
No. Vaping was never my thing. It never will be my thing. And
It's just
good
so
riddance for that.
disgusting, bro. Like all these kids, man, that are sitting there. It's just they disgust me. So if you're one of these little kids, be a man and smoke a cigarette.
Do not listen to that piece of advice ever. Right? Do not ever listen to that ever. If you're a kid and you feel like you need the urge to maybe start vaping, start smoking, go pick up a flipping hobby.
Get some hair on your chest.
Nah, don't do that. Go join like a football club, a tennis club, or do something that would get your mind off this type of urges. Yeah,
But you're never going to look as cool as you would if you had a cigarette in your hand.
yeah, you won't look that very cool when you're on your deathbed and your lungs all fucked
Wheezing.
up. Yeah, you know what I mean? You sound like Lil Wayne or something.
Not great. Yeah, no, in all seriousness though, obviously Top Cat doesn't condone any children smoking and just having a laugh and that. But yeah, get off it, man. It's not great. But